Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Yo, 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 yo. Everybody's pulling up. Let's go. Yo, 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 let's freaking go. Everybody's pulling up. Let's go. Yo, 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 let's freaking go. Everybody's pulling up. Let's go. Yo, 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 let's freaking go. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up on the left? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to another Thursday. Welcome back to another stream. I'm glad to have you all here. Excited for today. Let's go over the market, see what the market is saying, show you all some new promos, maybe do a few giveaways here and there, and let's have a great Thursday. How's the week been, chat? The sound is echoing. No, it's not. I fixed it. Remove $35 withdrawal field. Unfortunately, we cannot do that. How are you? I'm good, man. How are you? Ooh, we got some nice giveaways today, chat. We got huge giveaways today. Oh, one sec. I gotta fix one thing. Give me 1 second, chat. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, boys. I'm about to do something crazy. That's not right. This has to be a PNG. One second, boys. Give me 1 second here. I'll be right there. Let me do this. Boom. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Thursday afternoon here at NLF. Today, we're going to go over some trading. We're going to go over some giveaways. We're going to go over some promos. And we're going to have a overall nice freaking Thursday evening. So, hope y'all are ready. Hope y'all have grabbed your pen and paper in case I drop some insane trading sauce, which you never know when it comes to BARD. Shit can drop at any time. Hopefully, y'all have your popcorn, so you're ready to get entertained. And you boys have the charts open because we are about to get through this analysis. Gold is dropping. Yes, it is. I saw that. Let me do this gold analysis real quick. So, we got gold, chat. We got beautiful gold. Let's get the daily. I am Do we have? No, we don't have news today, chat. We don't have news today, chat, right? No news today, chat. We already got unemployment claims at 2:30, which was half an hour ago. We got unemployment claims. Unemployment pushed gold down. Hello, BARD. Hello, Professor. Gold pushed gold down. Therefore, we're looking to continue the trend down and the market sentiment. Now, let me go over the 4 hour, because on the daily, as you guys see, we don't really have anything going on the daily at all. One sec, guys. Let me just see. Okay, I think that's right. Let me see, chat. Let me see. I'm about to do something crazy. Hold on. I'm about to make this chat the most enjoyable visual experience you'll ever have. Oh my days, chat. Oh my days, chat. Yeah, buddy. Chat, what y'all think? What y'all think? What y'all think? Yo, I'm telling y'all, this shit is solid, bro. We are looking clean. We got the NLF template. Oh my days, we got the promos up here. Chat, we are in a different. We're leveling up, chat. We're leveling up the streams. All right, we're leveling up the streams for y'all. Oh man, this shit is so nice. Oh, hold on. I think this is better. Well, one sec. Let me try another one. All right, y'all need to help me decide. Which one is better? This one or this one? Or let me add another one. Or this one. Which one out of these two chats should we use? So the top one is number 1. The bottom one is number 2. So 1 or 2? Which one of these two? 1 or 2? One is this one, 2 is this one. Second, first. All right, I think everybody's saying first. Everybody's saying first. We'll go with the first one, chat. We'll go with the first one. Bam. All right. Now we got the NLF frame. So now we can head on to the markets and see what we got going on. So, all right, chat. We are looking at the 4 hour currently. Now, as you guys see on the 4 hour, we're currently creating some sort of downtrend, right? We tapped the highs here. We even grabbed liquidity, which was at, I think it was yesterday. We made this boom crazy push. So we grabbed liquidity and then push down afterwards, which means that we are looking to head down since we have a lot of liquidity, which means that we have a lot of fuel to come down. Now we are creating a downtrend here on gold. We have lower lows, lower highs, right? And what's after a lower low is created, you create a lower high, and after lower high, what's bound to happen? A lower low, right? So very simple. What I'm expecting on gold is this. Boom. I'm expecting bearish price action on gold. I'll be honest, I'm expecting sells on gold. Now, you got to be careful here because we are tapping into a very strong area of resistance. Look at this. Boom, right? Boom. Decision area. You can almost call it decision area, which means that I'm going to wait for price to break below that area right there. Once you break below that area, I'm going to look for sells down to fill the range all the way to here. So that's what I'm going to look for on gold, because as you guys see, you have grabbed liquidity. After you grab liquidity, you started creating a downtrend. And now since you've created a downtrend, you're just going to follow the trend down, right? But you also do have a decision area. So the trend is heading towards this decision area. Last time you tapped it, you did reject. So hopefully this time you can break the decision area. Once you break this decision area, you're probably going to see a pretty hefty dump down. Like so. Right, chat? So let's look at the 1 hour, because on the 1 hour we have a lot of first. Am I, chat, is the stream delayed, or are you guys just slow? All right. Now we got some zones. All right, we'll mark this off right here. Pretty strong, a nice area. Boom. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Like so. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna look for sells. Sells off of closures below. Yeah. Sells below this area right here. So closures below this area is going to indicate a sell for me. And then I think we're just going to reject a little bit off of this area right here and then continue the trend down like so. So that's what I'm expecting on gold. I'm expecting bearish price action, and I'm expecting sells below 3,653. For buys, I'm not really looking for buys. If I would take buys from anywhere, it would be above this area right here. But I don't think we're going to do that. I don't think we're going to close above. If we do close above this area, if we do close above this area at 3,672, we are likely to head up. So that's the only way I would take buys, is on a closure above. But if that doesn't happen, then we're just going to look for sells below 3,653.447. Is that clear, chat? Is that clear? Do y'all know what I'm looking for on gold now? All clear. Perfect. Any other pairs you guys want me to look at? This is gold. I could look at other pairs if you guys want. We got USD/JPY. We got AUD/USD. AUD/USD loading up for a nice comp. Yeah, that's a nice comp right there. Boom. Simple. AUD/USD looking for sells below. Looking for sells. Somebody say Sol USDT. No, I'm not looking at that. That's crypto. I don't trade crypto. That's my AUD/USD call. Literally gonna keep it simple. I'm not gonna do anything else except draw this. That's my call on USD. AUD/USD. I mean, same thing on GBP/USD. Oops. On UJ. This chat, I just want to say something. I just saw this, by the way. I just saw this now. This right here. Can you guys guess when I drew this? This was the pre-market analysis. This was the pre-market analysis that I did on Sunday. The pre-market analysis I did on Sunday, I drew this. I haven't touched it since then, and look what price did. Chat. I'm telling y'all, if y'all are not pulling up to the freaking streams, I don't know what you're doing. Like, I swear, y'all are willingly missing out at this point, because this happens every single time I stream. Every single time I stream, we make a perfect market prediction, and hopefully it's up to you guys to listen or not, but hopefully you guys do. Jerv 40. I'll look for closure below here, and then I'll look for sells. UJ. Yeah, UJ, I wouldn't touch UJ until you come down to this area right here. So until you come down to this area right here, I wouldn't touch it. Boom. The reason is you've created an imbalance now, right? Created an imbalance, which means that price will likely come down and fill imbalance. So taking buys anywhere above the imbalance fill is stupid, because you're likely just going to move straight down, fill this imbalance right here. After you fill the imbalance and tap this bottom no-wick candle, you're going to see some rejection. Yep. Get the fuck out of here, bro. As for gold, again, I'm not really touching gold unless we close above below this area right here. This is a pretty good 15-minute candle on gold. You should see this 15 flip right here. So you should see the 15 do something like that. As for the other pairs, yeah, guys, nothing like that's. Those are my positions, and this is what I do. Like, this is what I do. That's the analysis. If I wasn't streaming, I would jump on the charts for 5 minutes, do my analysis, mark my zones, and then I'll just chill and wait for the market to hit my zones and follow through my plan, and then I'll take a position, and that's how I make money. That's how you should operate. Have someone got next level funded payouts? Yes, someone. We've had multiple people every day. So yes, people are getting paid out. You can just go to next level funded Discord, and then go to payouts. There's a payout tab, and then you can see there people posting their payouts. So people are getting paid out. People are getting paid out, chat. After EU, okay, somebody wants us to analyze EU, I guess. Oh wait, I forgot to tell y'all one thing. So we got I know you guys have been talking about platform this, platform that. Oh, match trader so bad on the phone. Oh, we don't want match trader, blah blah. Well, guess what, motherfuckers? You guys don't want match trader? All right, we got you. Cause we are very soon potentially launching MT5. So next level funded is gonna launch MT5. So you guys are gonna be able to get an MT5 account with next level funded. I think that deserves a clap. For everybody, I know you guys have been pestering us, man. Every single stream, where's MT5? Where's MT5? So we got you guys MT5. All right. So fire the fuck up, boys. Because MT5 is coming. MT5 is coming. So you guys are going to be able to trade MT5 on any NLF account, which is going to be amazing for y'all. So I'm super stoked. I'm excited. But that is a big news. Big news, chat. Do we have what promos do we have today? Let's see what promos we have running today. We got. All right, we got still the best promos in the game. 20 for 20 and 50 for 50 is still live, chat. So if you guys want any account above 15k or 10k, 20k, 50k, you can get that for $50 and $20. So make sure to get a 50k for 50 and 20k for $20 on nextlevelfunded.com website. Let me show you guys actually. Is this the right screen? No, this is the right screen. No. Oh, there it is. Boom. So right here we have 20 for 20 and 50 for 50, which are still live. And I don't know how they're still live because it's such a good deal. But yeah, so go get yourself an account, chat. 50 for 50, 20 for 20, instant account, whatever you guys want. We also have 50% off all challenges, plus 20k bonus account after first reward. Damn. Code BOGO, buy one, get one free, 35% off, instant funding. But yeah, we have a bunch of promos, guys, so don't miss out. Get yourself an NLF account, and very soon you guys are going to be able to trade MT5 as well with us. So that's going to be, I'm super stoked for that. But yeah, those are the promos we're running right now, so don't miss out. And get yourself an account and join the freaking movement, baby. All right, boys. Let's see. Somebody said EU. Please talk about psychology. What aspect of psychology? Psychology is very broad, so you cannot just say psychology. Just talk about psychology. There are different aspects of psychology. You have revenge trading. You have how to deal with losses. You have how to know when to trade. There's a bunch of aspects of psychology. All right. Euro USD. USD very similar to gold at the moment. Very similar to gold. You did have this crazy wick up from yesterday, news yesterday, and then you had liquidity getting grabbed above the highs, and then you saw a candle flip, close heavily bearish, retested, and then started pushing down. So you're creating some sort of a downtrend at the moment on the 4 hour. Same thing on the 1 hour as well. I would look for sells on USD off of a closure below this area right here. Closure below that area, retest, and then I would look for us to fill the range down to probably to this area right here. Around that area right there. So that's what I would look for in EU. I will look for closures below 1.17950 or 1.179. And then I would look for a quick retest. Probably because you see every single time you break the lows, you come up and retest, right? That means that we're going to probably do the same here. You're going to come down and then you're going to come up and retest, pretty high retest. So I would actually wait for sells anywhere above this area, right? On our closures or close, come up, retest, and then look for sells down. That's what I would wait for on Euro USD. But it's sell, chat. Every single USD pair is sell today because the DXY is pumping a lot. So I'll look for sells on gold, sells on Euro USD, sells on AUD USD. Any pair with USD at the end is bearish today because the DXY is bullish. Is there now MT5 for real? Very soon. Any words on how to deal with back-to-back losses? Well, first, you guys have to understand that losses is a part of the game. That's number one. Losses is a part of the game. You cannot avoid it. You will lose. Trading is built upon losses and wins. There's no trading without losing, which means that when you have a strategy, that strategy might have let's say a strategy has an 80% win rate. That by definition means you will lose 20% of the time, which means that losses are a part of it. So if you understand that, right, and you try to zoom out. So number one way of looking at losses is zooming out. Right? Zooming out, and zooming out means looking at the longer time frame of things. Not just being focused on the current event. Because if you take a loss and you focus on the current event, yes, the loss is going to hurt. You're probably going to be minus today. But it's not about today. It's not about this week. It's about months, years. This is a long game. It's a marathon or a sprint. So you have to be able to zoom out and look at it in a higher time frame. Right? And understand that this loss is just a part of the strategy and it will be a part of the reason that I succeed in the future if I deal with it correctly. Now, obviously taking losses is hard. And taking 2 losses in a row is also really hard. But then you also have to analyze, why did I take those losses? Because there are good losses and bad losses. A good loss is... Hold on, chat. My camera is... One sec. Let me fix my camera. I'll be back in 1 sec. Alright, sorry boys, I have to fix my camera. But what was I talking about? There were two kinds of losses, bad losses and good losses. Now, let's say you took a trade and it was a part of your strategy, right? Part of your strategy, and you would have taken that trade 10 out of 10 times. Regardless if it's a win or a loss, you followed your strategy. You had a plan, and the charts matched with your plan, and you executed that plan. If you still lost on that trade, that's a good loss. It's a good loss, because that's a loss. That's a strategy-based loss and not a psychological loss, right? And a strategy-based loss is a part of the game. A psychologically based loss is not a part of the game, because failing psychology is a negative thing, but failing on a strategy is a positive thing, because failing is a part of the strategy. Losing is a part of the strategy, which means that if you have a strategy and you have strategy, you have psychology. In a strategy, let's say you have an 80% win rate, you will lose 20% of the time, which means that in a strategy, by default, you'll lose. But in psychology, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to lose, right? Losing in psychology means you bowed. It means you failed. It means you couldn't keep yourself in check, which is a negative thing. So, loss number one. If you lost and you followed your plan, it's a good loss, because it's a strategic loss. It's a strategy loss, which is no issues, because losing is a part of the strategy. Loss number two. Let's say you took a loss, and then after you took that loss, you went on a negative spiral, and you're like, damn, I need to make this back. How do I lose this? I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I have to make this money back. I can't lose. I can't end on the loss. Blah, blah. And you start revenge trading, right? And you start entering trade based off of emotion and based off of the fact that you want to make the money back and you can't handle the loss. If that happens, that's a bad loss, because then you have lost your psychology. That's a psychological loss, right? So there are two kinds of losses. You have to identify which one of those it is. If it's a psychological loss, if you lost because you didn't follow your strategy and you started deviating because you wanted to make the money back and you wanted to revenge trade, that's a psychological loss, and that's a bad loss, negative loss. If you lost because of your strategy and you did follow your plan, that's a strategic loss, and it's a part of the game. So it depends on what kind of loss it is, guys. But always make sure to, if you're going to lose, make sure it's a strategic loss and not a psychological loss. How to fight that with that psychology? You don't have to fight it. Nobody says you have to fight it. You only have to be able to control yourself and control your environment. So one thing I do is I delete the charts off my phone. Right? I delete TradingView off my phone. I delete MT5 off my phone, or Match Trader. And I'm not allowed to trade on my phone, because when I trade on my phone, I found that when I trade on my phone, I usually blow my account, because that's when I'm out and I can't keep myself in check and I look at the charts even though I'm not supposed to. That's usually when I blow my account. So I delete it off my phone, and I'm only allowed to trade on my computer. And then I also time restrict myself. So I'm only allowed to trade between this hour and this hour. I'm not allowed to trade at night. I'm not allowed to trade another session that I'm not used to. I'm only allowed to trade at a certain time. And you put these parameters up for yourself. And when you follow these parameters, psychology will be easier. And then this is on GBP CHF. Let's see. I'll check it out. But look, chat. What did I say? Gold is just following the trend down on the 4 hour. Probably going to fill the wick now. So this should be a pretty easy sell here on gold, guys. He said GBP CHF GBP. On GBP CHF, I'd probably just draw my ranges. So I'd go to 30. And I draw this range right here. And I draw this range right here. And then I would look for a range breakout, because right now on GBP CHF you have, I'll look for buys. I'll look for buys on GBP CHF. I'll look for buys off of 1.041. So I'll look for this. That's what I would look for. So buys from 1.07439 right here. That's a compensation play, and it's also a tap of a support while also having a really strong imbalance above right here. So price will likely have to tap this imbalance. Therefore, I would look for buys to and then target this imbalance up here. Stop loss will be below this low right here. That would be my position on GBP CHF. Gold melted. Yeah, and it's going to keep melting further. So you boys better get in. You boys better get in. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No FOMO, chat. No FOMO. No FOMO, chat. The market was wild. Yeah, the last couple of days, the market has been really wild. For anybody that hasn't traded in a while, or for anybody that hasn't traded, that hasn't traded for a while, the recent market is going to be very hard for you. Recent market is going to be very tough for you. Little and it's so bad I'm going to correct my behavior because without discipline, focus, and consistency, I'm not going to win. Exactly. What advice would you give someone who have blown over 40 accounts? Well, there are a few core beliefs you have to change if you blown 40 accounts, right? I think blowing 40 accounts is not as shallow as you just blowing. You don't take it as face value, because if you take it as face value, it just seems like, oh, he just doesn't know how to trade. But that's not true. The truth isn't that you don't know how to trade. The truth is that you have some limiting beliefs, right? Some limiting beliefs or some limiting insecurities. So my first question to you is, you have to look within yourself. What are you trying to achieve? What are you trying to achieve with trading? You have to ask yourself honestly, and you have to sit with yourself and be like, because again, guys, trading is a reflection of yourself. However much guys want to, trading is a serious stuff, man. I'm telling you, trading is serious stuff. Trading is a reflection of yourself. Trading isn't this game you can just play like meme coins or something and just hit it big. No, trading is a serious freaking game. It's a psychological game. You have to be disciplined. You have to be mature. Which means that if you've blown 40 plus accounts, it means that there's something in your life, there's something in your psychology that's holding you back. There's a core limiting belief, which is you're probably too greedy. Why are you greedy? Are you in a tough financial situation in your life right now? Right? Because guys, when I needed the money the most, that's when I was the worst trader. When I needed it the most. When I thought about making money the most, that's when I was the worst trader, because every single trade I took was out of greediness, was out of desperation. And when you're desperate, you're fearful, because if it doesn't work out, you know you're fucked. Right? But as soon as I got my shit in check, as soon as I got my shit together, suddenly my trading got fixed. And suddenly I was able to have good psychology. Suddenly I was able to have a good strategy because I didn't need the money. And when I don't need the money, I wasn't operating from a point of desperation. I wasn't operating from an area of fear. But I was operating from an area of confidence and abundance. And when you do that, you're able to think clearly. Because emotions and logic don't go well together. And emotions can be triggered by desperation. So when you're not desperate, you start thinking logically. And that's when you're able to trade it. Because when I think the less the less I think about trading, the better I am at trading. The less I think about doing, the better I am. This is called the flow state in other sports. For you guys that have played sports, you know when you're playing a game or in sports, or I don't know whether you're playing League of Legends or Fortnite, there are those times when you play the best, and those are usually the times where you think the less, when you think the least. Right? Same thing in trading. So You have to ask yourself, why am I overthinking? Why am I scared? Why am I desperate? I won't lie, my financial situation needs help, that's why. Well, you have your answer, bro. There's your answer. There is your answer, brother. Your answer is that you are like, look at that chat. Complete melting goal, just like as expected. Your answer is that you are in a tough financial situation. Therefore, you're trading out of desperation and greed. And when you trade out of desperation and greed, you will be emotional. Of course, you will. Right? And that is why you have blown 40 accounts. So at face value, it looks like, oh, he just doesn't know how to trade. But no, it's deeper than that. It's psychology. Trading is a reflection of yourself. It's a reflection of your life. So one thing I would say, man, is try the set and forget method. So try to plan your trades ahead, because this is a confidence thing. But to help with confidence, you have to be able to operate without micromanaging. Because when you micromanage, that's when you lose confidence. Because you start analyzing every single thing that might go wrong, or every single thing that might go right. Both are equally as bad. So stop micromanaging. Start setting and forgetting. So enter a trade, close your computer, turn off your internet, do whatever you can to just leave the trade to run by itself. You don't need to touch it. You don't need to micromanage it. You don't need to look at it all the time. So put your TP, put your stop loss, and then whatever happens, happens. Let be and let God. That's how you should trade. And that's how you avoid getting greedy on RR, for example. Right? And not closing positions when you are in profit just because you think it's going to be in more profit. Or moving stop loss because you can't handle the stop loss hit. So that's what I would say. Try set and forget. So next time you take a trade, plan your trade ahead. Put a sell limit or buy limit, or sell stop or buy stop if you have to. Place your TP, place your stop loss, close your computer, and then just leave it be. Then whatever happens, happens. Price took external liquidity above equal highs, showing clear manipulation before reversal. This confirms institution on the area. Well, yeah, guys, it's not hard to see that the gold was gonna melt, and it's gonna keep melting. I believe gold is gonna keep melting and keep going down. So it just spam sells, chat. Just spam sells. Now we didn't get the closure below 36.53.4, but you might get a closure below here. So that's a really good sell as well. So you could look for sells off of this closure below 36.7. Would you say journaling is good? And if so, then how exactly would you journal? Journaling is the most underrated and single best thing you could do for your trading. By far. And it's not even close. The reason for that is because you need to be able to be retrospectively look at your mistakes. Right? There was this doctor. I'll tell you a story, a quick story. There was this doctor that was he was training to be a surgeon, right? He was training to be a surgeon. He was a not a completely trained doctor, so he couldn't perform on humans yet, but he did it on tests on dolls, like on fake hearts and stuff like that. So he was a surgeon, and he was trying so hard to get this surgery right, but he was failing every time. He kept on failing, and he didn't know why, right? And so he asked one of his friends, he's like, yo, could you please just look at me? And his friend was like, what? Why would I look at, well, how's that gonna happen? He was like, please just look at me, and after just tell me what I done wrong, and just film me. And so the doctor was like, and so his friend filmed him and looked at him while he did the surgery. And after the surgery, a few hours after, the doctor went back, he spoke with his friend. His friend gave him feedback. It was like, oh, yeah, you did this. It seems like you did this wrong. You had the wrong placement here. And then after that, he looked at the video that he filmed of himself. And he started analyzing when he was in a calm state of mind. And when he was in a calm state of mind, he could see the things that he wasn't able to see when he was performing the surgery. Right? So when he was performing the surgery, he was so in it and so intensely focused that he couldn't see anything other than what he was doing. But when he then was in a calm state of mind, a few hours later, and watched the video of him doing it, he could analyze. All right, I did this wrong. I did this wrong. I did this wrong. Right? We have a saying in Swedish called "the third eye always sees best." Right? Have you ever watched a chess game, guys? Have you ever watched two people play chess, or two people play football, or two people do anything against each other, boxing, UFC, and it feels like, yo, why didn't he do that? You yell at him, you're like, yo, this move is better. Why did he do that move? Why didn't he just do this? Why didn't he just do that? Right? You're full of advices. You're full of knowledge. Suddenly you're the best chess player on earth just because you're looking at two people play, and they might be better than you. But you're looking from the third eye. You're looking from the third person perspective. And so you're seeing things that the people that are in the game can't see. And that is exactly why journaling is so good. Right? I know this is a long build up, but that is why I'm trying to get at. That's why journaling is so good. Because when you're in a trade, when you're taking a trade, you're so hyper focused on it. You're so focused on what's currently happening with the trade that you cannot see any outside factors. You cannot see your current mistakes because you're so focused on the trade. But if you journal that trade and you go back and look at it later when you're in a calm state of mind, suddenly you're able to see so many opportunities open up and so many new visions open up that you couldn't see when you were in it. But now you've disconnected emotions from it, and now you're in a calm state of mind, which means that you can see things that you weren't able to see when you were in it. That is why journaling is so helpful. And I have to explain this, because if I just say journaling is so good, people are not going to take it seriously. But if I explain it to them in this way, they will understand the true power of journaling and why it's so effective, right? The psychology behind it. So that's why journaling is good, guys, because you basically get a third person perspective. And what the fuck are these comments? Why are there a bunch of bots in the chat? What month for you is the hardest to trade? I would say probably hardest month to trade. Probably November. I'm actually wondering where are these bots coming from? Anybody has an idea? Who botted this stream, chat? Who botted this stream? Like, I don't even know what the fuck is. Like, who's a real person? Yo, if you're a real person, chat, type real. If you're a real person, type real. Because I want to see, because there are a bunch of bots here. Real. Professor, you didn't have to type real. Real. I guess most of you guys are real. Where did these bots come from? The hell? I'm fucking real. Yeah, pin the market. You were commenting some weird. You had me guessing. You had me thinking this guy might be a bot. But he said every red folder news will continue to favor USD, and anything against USD will continue to melt. Yes, that's true. And yeah, you also said a very important thing. You said, I'll laugh when traders should be thinking fundamentals and they talk about inducement or ICT kill zone. Rate just being cut, bro. Very true. Very true. A lot of people, especially in the ICT space, they like to, when price moves in a certain way, they like to believe that it's their crazy strategy that's controlling the market, and they found some institutional level. No, bro, it's not. All right, it's not. That's just fundamentals moving the market, and you just happened to guess right. It's not because you have some secret sauce strategy. That's not what it is, bro. Chill the fuck out. Chill out. Can bots type real? No, they can't. So were bots winning this giveaway? No, because the bots won't be able to fill the form. Oh, I forgot. Guys, we got an insane promo dropping. A very, very nice promo dropping on the Discord very soon. An insane promo dropping on Discord very soon, chat. So, stay tuned for that. GBP CHF just tapped my my buy area. Let's see how it rejects here. Gold currently rejected off of that area right there. Should see price come up on gold and then fill, right? If you see the 30-minute, it's a 1 hour. Yeah, it's the 4 hour as well. No, it's the 1 hour. So the 1 hour, guys, will probably pull back, and then it will fill the previous bottom wick. So you could guys spam sells here very soon. Once the new hourly opens, chat, you guys can just spam sells. Yeah, you don't need to type real anymore, chat. Don't need to type real anymore. Why would you say the market is going down? The market is going down because first and foremost, you are super overextended on the dailies. Look at the daily, right? And the market always looks to reach an equilibrium. So whatever goes up, gotta come down. Whatever comes down, gotta go up. So that is one reason. The second reason is we had bullish DXY news, which means that news came out in favor of the US dollar. That means, and since the US dollar is negatively correlated with gold, if the dollar goes up, gold will go down. So that's number two. And yeah, those are the two reasons I would say. The two strongest reasons. And then you have a bunch of technical, but the technicals don't really play into account, right? The technicals never move the market, guys. Technicals don't move the market. Technicals is just something we use to understand the market, right? But it doesn't move. That's the same thing. Imagine how the laws of the universe, right, or the maths, right? Imagine physics, right? The laws of physics don't move the universe, right? They were there before, and they moved the universe without us. But we just use we created laws of physics to be able to understand the universe, right? The laws of physics, our laws of physics, don't move the universe. The universe was there, and then we created laws to understand it. Same thing in the charts. The charts move. The market will move based off of institutions, sell orders, buy orders, liquidity, etc. Order flow. The market will move. But then we use technical analysis to be able to understand those moves and perhaps predict. So, yeah. High time frames looks very bullish. Not really. It doesn't. It does. I wouldn't say so. High time frame looks good to come down here. We have an hourly opening here in 1 minute. So no, 6 minutes. So in 6 minutes, you guys should be able to get some nice sells. I took a risk on EU, so that 4 hour open, less than 1 hour, and I'm out taking 40 pips profit. Nice. Good shit, bro. UJ is currently dumping. Yeah, it's currently dumping down. Like I said, I wouldn't look for anything on UJ unless we tap that area right there. GPCHF is also dumping, but I don't think we're gonna break this low, chat. I don't necessarily think we're gonna break that low. I think we're good. Let's see other pairs. Everything. Jer 40. Would look for sells on Jer 40. And these are the pairs that just overextended to the downside. Yeah, guys. Time for spin. You guys want the giveaway? Hold on. Relax. Relaxation. Hi. Okay, boys. I think it's time for a giveaway. The market is just moving in pretty slow movement. And again, I told you guys gold was gonna melt, and you guys will be able to catch it with your NLF account, right? If you guys just had an NLF account, you would be able to catch that move that we just predicted. So that means that the next move that we predict, you guys probably shouldn't miss. So that's why you guys should head to the Next Level Funded website and get yourself a freaking 20 for 20 or 50 for 50. Right now we have the most insane promos in the freaking game. The cheapest account in the game. Fastest payouts in the game. Chat. It's not even fair. We're blowing these other guys out of water. So go get yourself a 20 for 20 or 50 for 50. If you guys want to start trading a funded account, NLF is the best way to start. We also have a special promo dropping. I think it's already dropped. Let's see. Nope, not yet. It's about to drop. It's about to, we have a very special promo dropping on Discord. So go to current promotions tab and check there. But yeah, boys, go get yourself an account with Next Level Funded. Join the freaking movement. You already know. If you guys are not taking, I'm telling you guys, I've worked with so many prop firms in my years. There's nobody who does it like an NLF. Next Level Funded is by far the best prop firm I have ever had the chance of working with and market. It's not even close. The best promos, 50 for 50, 20 for 20. Like, it's stupidly good promos. It's also the best community I've ever been a part of. If you go to other communities of these other prop firms, they're fucking dead. They're just normal people trying to market their strategies and trying to prove how good they are and be like, oh, I don't know. All right, NLF is an actually solid community where everybody tries to help out, where everybody's kind, everybody is generous, everybody wants to see each other win, and that's why this prop firm stands out to me. Right, best prices, best community, best CEO. It's not even close, right? And especially a CEO like Spencer, who's so in tune with the company. He's always there. He knows what's going on. He's hands-on with people. He's in the community, guys. Right? Go to ACG or FTMO, see how hands-on the owner is. No, he's just enjoying the money, living in some fucking tropical place while you guys are blowing accounts, right? That's not how Next Level Funded works. All right, the owners of Next Level Funded are there with the people in the trenches. So yeah, guys, Next Level Funded is something else, I'm telling y'all, and we're going to the fucking moon. So go visit nextlevelfunded.com and join the movement. Get a prop firm account. This is the best way to start. And with the promos that we're currently running, you guys can spend $20, $50, get a 50K account or 20K account, and eventually get a payout. Hello, brother. How was your trading day? I haven't traded today, actually. No way people are still typing real. That shit was like 20 minutes ago. Your live stream call has always been so accurate. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. What about consistency rule and margin? Yes, but we do have accounts with no consistency rule, guys. So you guys can choose that. But consistency rule, again, if you're a good trader, consistency rule is not a problem. Because consistency rule just means you have to lose and win around the same amount every time. Which, if you're a profitable trader, you should do that anyways. All right, do you guys want to spin? Do you guys want to do the giveaway? Okay, everybody. You boys know it's time. So I just send you guys a link in chat. So everybody go to that link and fill out the form, and you will be entered into the giveaway. Again, only fill out the form once. If you fill out the form twice, you will be disqualified. Today we're gonna give away 2 $10,000 accounts, 2 5K accounts, 3,000 points, and 1.5K points. That's what we're gonna give away today. So everybody, make sure to go to the pinned message, click the link, and fill out the form. You will be entered into the giveaway. And only fill out the form once, guys. Only fill out the form once. I don't want to see anybody fill it twice, because if you do that, you're going to be disqualified and you're not going to be able to win anything. So make sure to fill in the form only once. All right, I'll give you guys 2 minutes. Give you guys 2 minutes. Anybody that's in is in. Everybody that's not is not. I'll be no exceptions. Let's go, boys. We got 25 responses. Who typed your name? Alright, so we got somebody that already typed their name twice. So you're disqualified, my friend. TJ Babs, you are disqualified, bro. So there's no point in you even looking at the stream anymore, because I told you multiple times don't fill it twice, and you still did, so you're disqualified. How to manage trading psychology. I had a big spew about trading psychology a few minutes back, so just scroll back in this live stream and you'll find that. All right, guys, I'm giving you guys 1 minute. One more minute. When the next minute candle closes. So when this candle closes in 37 seconds, we will spin the wheel, and everybody that has joined will be entered into the giveaway. Everybody that does not will unfortunately not be. All right, the 1 minute is closing in 16, 15, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody. We will now spin the wheel. So let me just copy all the names that were filled in the form. Bam, bam. All right. There's the wheel, chat. Now, the first winner is going to be for 1.5k points in Discord. And with the points in Discord, you guys can trade the points in for free accounts, etc., and other prices. So, for 1.5k points, the winner is Oluwafemi Taiwo. Congratulations, Oluwafemi Taiwo. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. My bad. But you have won yourself 1.5k points on Discord. So go open a ticket and you will be entered, or you will receive your 1.5k points. Let's see your chat. All right. Next winner is for 3,000 points. The winner for 3,000 points is Bivanshu. Congratulations, Bivanshu. You have won yourself 3,000 points in NLF Discord. Open a ticket and let them know you have won, and they will provide you with your 3,000 points. Congratulations. All right, now we're going to the big things. We got 2 5k accounts. So the winner of the first 5k account, this is a 5k funded challenge account. And the winner for that account is Emmanuel. Congratulations, Emmanuel. You have won yourself a 5k account. Go open a ticket on Discord and you will receive your prize. Let's see. The second winner for the 5k account is... Chat, we're going through these quickly. Musa. Congratulations, Musa. You have won yourself a $5,000 challenge account with NLF. Go and open a ticket on Discord and you'll be provided with your account. Let them know that you won. All right, now we got 2 10Ks, chat. 2 10Ks. The winner of the first $10,000 account challenge is Peter. Congratulations, Peter. You have won yourself a $10,000 funded challenge account with Next Level Funded. Go open a ticket on Discord. Let them know that you're won and you will receive your free account. And now the last winner for the 10k is Muhammad Azim. Congratulations, Muhammad. You have won yourself a 10k account with Next Level Funded. So do the same. Go make sure you open a ticket on Discord and you'll receive your prize. Let them know that you win. Again, guys, for anybody who won the accounts, make sure you trade responsibly. Don't fucking blow them the first day and you'll be good. All right, everybody. That's it for today's stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate y'all. Bro's not removing the names. It doesn't matter because they didn't. If they won twice, I wouldn't have gave them 2 prizes. So it's good. But I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to go to nextlevelfunded.com's website. Get yourself a 20 for 20. Get yourself 50 for 50. We're also soon gonna launch MT5. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Super fucking excited. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Love y'all, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.